2-point after try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Touchdown! Mercedes Lewis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll run on 1st down. Done. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Running left is Edwards. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen dumps it off to Edwards. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff on, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? He'll look to throw. Completes it to Blount. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically? I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. They hand this one to Gronk. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Fred Biletnikoff from 10 yards out. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 6-0 our score after 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, it's done, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he is going to score.